Are you battling early extension and aren't sure what to do to get rid of it? Let me show you some tips and drills to help. Let's transform your game. Hi, I'm Bill from Phoenix Golf and welcome to the channel. If this is your first time on the channel and you do like the video that I do today, I appreciate a like and subscribe. It'll help me to continue to grow the channel and I can help sharing these golf tips, drills, and things that I have learned over the years to help other golfers play better. So let's get into it. If you're battling early extension, and if you've seen any of my other videos, I often say that early extension is more of a result of something versus the issue. Not to say that it can't be possible. You could be early extending, that could be a problem. So I always recommend talking to a golf professional to make sure that your early extension is fixable, that isn't the problem. You want to make sure you're identifying the correct thing before you're doing a bunch of drills. The drills I'm going to show you today, they're going to benefit you no matter what. But you obviously don't want to be working on something you don't need to work on and adding extra mental blocks to your game. So I'm going to show you 3 of my favorite drills that I do when I feel like I'm early extending. And again, everybody has preferences for drills, which ones work for them, which ones they like the best. So that's why I'm going to show you 3 today. And I'm going to start with one that I use a lot. And I even use it when I don't feel like I'm early extending, but it's really, really helpful. And quickly, again, making sure that you're identifying the correct problem. Sometimes early extension can be the result of a bad takeaway, and kind of that first, 3 to 4 inches of the golf swing can be causing problems, especially if you're getting too long up here. You can early extend, and so making sure you have a good takeaway. And I'm going to have some videos on takeaway drills that I recommend, but also, there's tons of great professionals on YouTube talking about it. So, check your takeaway first before you go into thinking early extension is your main issue. So, my first favorite drill that I love to do is I have a noodle here over a golf alignment rod into a metal base. And I bought this off eBay, but I think they're on Amazon now, whatever, and you can put an alignment rod on them. And so what you do is you set that back far enough so it's basically kind of around your right knee and your shin area. And you want to give yourself a little bit of space here, maybe like a fist or something like that. You take your setup, and this is a great drill too because as you take the club back, it's kind of a good checkpoint. Your club should be going down that line as well, right over the noodle. So it kind of gives you a feedback there. But the goal is if you do get up here and early extend, that right knee is going to go forward, and you're going to go right into this noodle here. So your goal here in this drill is to get it close enough, go back like this, and then get that trail knee pointed towards the target on the downswing. And so as we go down, you kind of move that knee away from that noodle. And let me show you again here. And it does help you learn to bank your bank your trail foot. And it also helps with your turn. So I feel like I'm getting a much better turn and I'm banking that foot, not my weight going towards the golf ball. So I highly recommend that drill. If you can buy one of these off Amazon or something, I'll put a link to it. I highly recommend doing it. And let me show you so you can definitely see on the camera. Just a metal base here. And then you put like an alignment rod or whatever. I actually wish I had another one just because they're so handy and there's so many different things you can do. With that, you put it across near your ear to make sure your head is staying stable. You can use it to make sure you're not swinging over the top or too far under. So there's lots of different things you can do with it. Drill number 2, an oldie but a goodie. This one's not my favorite just because it does work really well, but you have to reset the club every time. So that's kind of a pain in the butt. But let me go ahead and line up here. So the goal is take your stance to the ball, take a lob wedge or some type of wedge, slide it on the inside of your foot, inside of your trail heel. So it should be like this. Now the goal is you want that to drop after you would have impact. So if I take the club back here and I have early extension, it's dropping well before I'm getting to impact. So the goal here is to step on that and to hear that after impact. And this is good too because you can hit golf balls. So I heard that after I hit the ground there. So again, you just make sure it's on your heel. Set it down. Get to the top. Impact, then you hear the club drop. So that's one of my favorites. Like I said, the only problem is you got to keep adjusting that with this rod here that goes across your shin and knee area. I like that a lot better because you can just do a lot of swings at once. And of course, I always say this, if you can videotape your swing to make sure, it's good to have instant feedback. Any drill you can do with instant feedback is awesome, but if you can verify that with video to make sure that you're seeing what you're feeling, is always really important. So that's drill number 2. So let's get into drill number 3 here. Actually, let me just grab a chair real quick. The goal is to kind of set up so that chair rests along your backside. And as you go back, you want to kind of keep that feeling. So right butt cheek on the chair as you go down for impact, both backside on the chair. And then as you go through, you want to feel like this trail hip or lead pocket flies into the chair. So you're really pushing back that lead trail leg into that chair. So that's kind of the goal. It gets that out of the way and gives you a better chance at good impact. So again, do this very slowly. So I'm feeling the chair. I'm feeling that lead hip pocket go back. So I can feel both touching. And if I can't get that left hip onto the chair to push back, that means I've gone too far forward and I'm early extending. So you don't have to use a chair. You can use something else, but folding chair is usually the easiest. So those are my 3 favorite drills for early extension. So again, something to put across your shin or trail leg and feel like you're swinging away from that, getting that trail knee towards the target line. Second one is a club under your foot. So you want to make sure you impact, then that drops. And then the third is the chair. I love the chair one because it's such good instant feedback. I can feel my trail backside along the whole chair. I know I'm not leaning my weight forward, which I've talked in other videos. I get my weight over my toes and it's just the worst. So those are 3 drills you can do to quickly help the early extension. And again, if you like these videos, tips, drills I'm doing, ask for like and subscribe. And I would also remind you, if you do feel like you're early extending and you're not 100% sure, it is worth scheduling a lesson with a professional just so they can look at it and verify, like, yes, that's what you're doing, versus it could be your takeaway. Maybe your takeaway is getting too flat and then you're coming like this, over the top. That can be misappropriated, so to speak, with early extension. So you just want to make sure that you're correcting the right problem. So again, if you want to, like and subscribe, I'd really appreciate it so I can continue to grow the channel. And I hope these 3 drills help get rid of your early extension.